رومانيا في المباراة الثالثة. لويس إنريكي كان حاضرا لكن في دكة البدلاء في تلك المباراة الثالثة أمام منتخب رومانيا. منتخب إسبانيا اللي يسعى كذلك ومن خلال هذه المواجهة ليس التأهل هو ما يؤرق المدرب لويس إنريكي، ليس هو التأهل فقط. يعني اليوم صحيفة ماركا الصحيفة الإسبانية الشهيرة في رسالة للويس إنريكي: عليك أن لا تفكر في الحسابات، التوافيق والتباديل والمسائل الرياضية هذه اتركها بعيدا، علينا أن نفوز وعلينا أن نقرن هذا الفوز بأداء ممتع. هكذا كتبت صحيفة ماركا الصحيفة الإسبانية في رسالتها إلى لويس إنريكي من أجل تأهل، ولكن تأهل مقنع مثل ما فعل الإسبان على مدار الكثير من السنوات وفي مختلف البطولات. هنا خطأ كان موجود، سقوط لاعب منتخب سلوفاكيا هوبوتشان، وقع على أرضية الملعب هوبوتشان. كوكي هو الذي تدخل في اللقطة الماضية، وبالتالي لدينا هنا ركلة حرة مباشرة لمصلحة منتخب سلوفاكيا. التدخل كان موجود في اللقطة الماضية، كوكي كان يعترض على قرار حكم اللقاء بينما إصابة اللاعب هوبوتشان اللاعب الواقع على أرضية الملعب. هنا ركلة حرة مباشرة لمصلحة منتخب سلوفاكيا، خطأ لمنتخب سلوفاكيا في هذه اللحظات. كرة ستلعب لدينا هنا في الصورة ياكوب هرومادا لاعب فريق سلافيا براغ، اللاعب اللي يبدا اساسيا في مباراة اليوم، لم يبدا اساسيا في المباراة الماضية. كرة تنقل عالية راسية الان تاتي لكنها سهلة عند حارس المرمى اوناي سيمون اللي لم نشاهد كثيرا في الدقائق ال 28 التي مضت من زمن شوط المباراة الاول من هذا اللقاء. لم نشاهد حارس المرمى اوناي سيمون كثيرا في الدقائق الماضية من زمن شوط المباراة الاول من هذا اللقاء. هذه اول كرة نشاهد من خلالها حارس مرمى منتخب اسبانيا، لكن ما الذي يفيد؟ يعلم هذا تماما لويس إنريكي. ما الذي يفيد؟ الفوز او التعادل ودخول في حسابات بالنسبة لرحلة البحث عن التأهل لمنتخب اسبانيا. كرة منقولة في وسط الملعب من جديد، لدينا هنا تمريرة وصلت بعد ذلك في وسط الملعب مرة أخرى، منقولة هذه الكرة من الطرف الأيمن، لدينا تمريرة حاضرة تنقل هذه الكرة من الطرف الأيمن، وصلت هذه الكرة عرضية داخل منطقة الجزاء لكنها في الأخير سهلة عند حارس المرمى. طبعا اسبانيا يعني النتيجة الحالية ونتيجة مباراة السويد وبولندا تؤهلها إلى الدور القادم، لكن في المركز الثالث. كرة بتعود، فرصة الآن تأتي خطيرة، فرصة لاروخا، جول لا غير معقول الذي يحدث. عجز الإسبان على هز الشباك، فعاونهم مارتين دوبراوكا، فساعدهم مارتين دوبراوكا. نعم الإسبان لم يسجلوا، بل الذي سجل هو مارتين، بل الذي ساعد الإسبان هو دوبراوكا. سلوفاكيا بالهدف لكن ليس في شباك الإسبان بل في شباك سلوفاكيا. إسبانيا تتقدم، هو الذي تقمص دور المهاجم في اللقطة الماضية. عجزت يا جيرارد، عجزت يا الفارو، عجزت يا سارابيا، أنا هنا سأتكفل بإحراز الهدف بعد كرة اصطدمت في العارضة. دوبراوكا قال لا، رأف بحال الأسبان فسجل في مرمى سلوفاك، حارس مرمى سلوفاكيا دوبراوكا. هدف أول لمنتخب سلوفاكيا بطريقة أراد إبعادها حارس المرمى، ولكن هنا وكأنها على طريقة اللعبة الطائرة، كرة الطائرة في اللقطة الماضية هنا، وبالتالي سجل بالخطأ الهدف الأول لمنتخب إسبانيا. هدف أول لكن بالنيران الصديقة الماضية هنا، وبالتالي سجل بالخطأ الهدف الأول لمنتخب إسبانيا. هدف أول ردت العارضة، أراد أن يبعدها مارتين دوبراوكا لكنه ببلاده. كرة تلعب، وصلت في وسط الملعب، منقولة هذه الكرة لمصلحة المنتخب الإسباني من جديد من حارس المرمى اوناي سيمون. ينقل الكرة في وسط الميدان، لدينا هنا تمريرة وصلت بعد ذلك توقل في وسط الملعب عن طريق امريك لابورد الى اريك غارسيا. منقولة كرة الآن. إسبانيا في المركز الثاني 5 نقاط، السويد في المركز الأول برصيد 7 نقاط، منتخب سلوفاكيا في المركز الثالث برصيد 3 نقاط. كرة توقل في وسط الملعب، تدخل كان موجود، أخطأ هنا يصفر حكم اللقاء في اللقطة الماضية، وبالتالي لدينا هنا ركلة حرة مباشرة في هذه اللحظات. ركلة حرة مباشرة في اللقطة الماضية لمصلحة منتخب إسبانيا. ستنفذ الركلة الحرة المباشرة لمصلحة المنتخب الإسباني. حارس المرمى أكيد غير راضي غير سعيد، لكن الأسعد هم الأسبان في كرة دوبراوكا، في الخطأ الذي وقع فيه حارس المرمى الحارس دوبراوكا. ركلة حرة مباشرة لمصلحة منتخب إسبانيا. كرة ستنفذ، منقولة كرة داخل منطقة الجزاء، يبحثون عن الثاني، يبحثون عن الهدف الثاني. كرة بتعود مرة أخرى من الطرف الأيسر من جديد، كرة نقلت إلى الطرف الأيمن، عادت لمنتخب سلوفاكيا، أصبحت بعد ذلك باليسار إلى خارج الملعب إلى رمية جانبية في هذه الأثناء. كرة منقولة من إريك غارسيا. إريك مرة أخرى، غارسيا عند الكرة، تصل في وسط الملعب بالنسبة لمنتخب إسبانيا عن طريق أمريك لابورت. شاهدوا هنا يعني 8 محاولات لإسبانيا ولا محاولة لسلوفاكيا. 4 من المحاولات الإسبانية كانت ما بين القائمين والعارضة، لكن حتى الآن غير محظوظ منتخب إسبانيا على مستوى إحراز الأهداف. كرة منقولة في وسط الملعب، لدينا هنا تمريرة، تنقل هذه الكرة إلى الطرف الأيمن، عادت هذه الكرة في اليسار، وصلت عن طريق جوردي ألبا، ينقل كرة، وصول من جيرارد مورينو عند الكرة، يتقدم مورينو القائد التاريخي السلوفاك مارك هامشيك. كرة تصل في وسط الملعب. طبعا الصحافة كذلك في إسبانيا كتبت مقارنة للمدرب ستيفان تاركوفيتش حينما استدعى هامشيك، وفي رسالة كذلك لإنريكي، وكأنها تقول له هذا اللاعب هنا لدينا انطلاقة ولا تأتي إسبانيا في الطرف الأيمن، عرضية من أجل لشوط المباراة الأول من هذا اللقاء. هذه الكرة التي تحصل فيها سيرجيو بوسكيتس على خطأ. كرة منقولة في وسط الميدان، تلعب هذه الكرة من الطرف الأيسر لمصلحة منتخب إسبانيا لمنتخب لاروخا، منقولة عن طريق إيريك غارسيا، لديه الكرة غارسيا والتمرير، الكرة بتعود من جديد، وصلت في الوسط، كرة تنقل عالية لكن وينها؟ طالت بعيدة على اللاعب هاراسلين أو كوتسكا. كوتسكا يضغط، عودة إلى أوناي سيمون. بوسكيتس، تمريرة رائعة باتجاه جوردي ألبا، يتقدم اليسار لمنتخب إسبانيا، تنقل هذه الكرة عن طريق المتقدم هنا من الجانب الأيسر بابلو سرابيا، وصلت بعد ذلك في وسط الملعب مرة أخرى لمنتخب سلوفاكيا، تنقل عن طريق ينقل الكرة باتجاه بيكاريك، عادت هذه الكرة إسبانية في وسط الميدان عن طريق أمريك لابورت، عادت بعد ذلك لإيريك غارسيا، ينقل كرة إيريك إلى سيسار أسبليكويتا، توج مع نادي تشيلسي بطلا ببطولة دوري أبطال أوروبا. جيرارد بوريلو يأتي الكرة باتجاه بوسكيتس، عملية التفويض هنا، بيدري عند الكرة ينقلها في اليسار، وصلت إلى سرابيا الذي تحول في الطرف الأيسر، سرابيا ينقل الكرة إلى جوردي ألبا والتمرير، لكن وين الكرة قطعت؟ وين الكرة قطعت؟ عادت مرة أخرى في وسط الميدان.
For 15 years as a Slovakian international, Pekarik. Busquets on the spin. It's rolled kindly here for Pedri. Sarabia swapping flanks. Jordi Alba. Foul on Duda.
Ball to Duda on that occasion, but at least it was straighter, not across his goal. But Duda, of course, isn't an out-and-out striker, so he will want to come deep, get on the ball when he can.
Team separated by that own goal from Martin Dubravka. The 7th own goal at UEFA Euro 2020. It's almost as if the teams are making up in own goals for what they're lacking in scored penalties. Spain overdue a win, that's for sure, although they've been so tough to beat. One defeat in 26. That was Ukraine in Kiev back in October. And that goes all the way back to November 2018. Talking about Luka Modric earlier, it was Croatia who beat them 3-2. Pedri disentangling themselves, and here's Kucka for Slovakia. Skriniar, one of the domestic title winners in this Slovakian lineup today.
Such good pressure from Spain again. Anytime it goes into that midfield area, so many white shirts get around the ball.
Poked on by Pekarik. Kramada against Pedri. Salvaged by Sarabia. Much better performance from Spain. Sharpness, urgency, tempo.
And an end product, even if it is an own goal, because that certainly is what has been missing.
Morata, Busquets. Sarabia took it early against Pekarik. And Hamšík beaten to it by Laporte. Great reading by the Spanish centre-back.
Certainly was excellent play on the front foot, trying to win it back as soon as possible, and they are doing.
Busquets to Koke. That was a fizzer.
Koke's been a little bit quiet in this first half, and all of a sudden he wanted to join in the fun. A long way out. Dubravka, of course, shouldn't be beaten from that sort of distance. However, nothing wrong with testing the keeper again after that mistake he's made.
On by Harasley. 4 added minutes. A reminder, it's Sweden 1, Poland 0 in the other Group E match. As it stands, Sweden top 7, Spain second 6, Slovakia third 3, Poland fourth 1. Gerard Moreno bobbling awkwardly, still managed to get his shot away. Spilicueta into Morata, who's found a slightly deeper but very useful pocket of space. Sarabia, Jordi Alba the decoy. Sarabia's ball in. That was a really tricky one, which Skriniar did well to deal with.
Well, Skriniar read the danger very well. Good ball in as well, bending along that 6-yard area. Just want your striker then to get on the end of it, but Morata couldn't because Skriniar read the danger.
Skriniar, who didn't start last season as a favourite of Antonio Conte at Inter, but then he became undroppable. He was assertive and a great leader at the back for Inter. Pedri pops it up again. Gerard Moreno there ahead of Dubravka. Laporte to Aymeric Laporte. And Spain are rising to the challenge. Laporte's first goal for Spain, his first month for Spain, and it puts them well and truly in control of this match and on course for the knockouts.
What a header from Laporte, it really was. Seemed to take an age to drop into the net, but this is all about the ball. Firstly from Pedri, delightful little chip, and then Moreno gets on the end of it. Dubravka, once again in no man's land, just chips it up. Plenty to do for Laporte as well. And what the centre-half for Spain does extremely well, puts it back to exactly where the goalkeeper was coming from. His weight's going the wrong way, he can't get back to that far post. And Spain now surely can breathe a little easier. It's a good second goal.
That's a super header from Laporte, back across the goalkeeper. Wasn't about the power, it was about the placement. Only made his debut in the friendly against Portugal at the start of the month. They were nodding it in from the touchline. Spain's half. Slovakia yet to register a single effort on goal. But a gift from Dubravka to put Spain on their way after he'd saved a Morata penalty and after another error from Shatka, and then the second from Laporte coming in added time at the end of that first half. Here's the ball back from Gerard Moreno. Dubravka at that point stranded. Laporte is not worried about a ferocious header. He's just worried about knocking it back across the goalkeeper into the corner. Slovakia could be in trouble, but Spain lead at the break by 2-0.
Well, that is what the crowd in Seville have been waiting for. Goals from this Spanish national team. They're done with all the possession. They wanted to see goals and they've got it. They go into the break 2-0 up against Slovakia. And in St. Petersburg, Poland are losing to Sweden. So as it stands, Poland, for the second time in a major tournament, are bottom of the group and will be heading home. If it ends like this, Sweden top the group, Spain are second. They'll take on Croatia in the round of 16. What a game that could be in prospect. Slovakia have to hold out and see if those 3 points are enough. It doesn't look likely with the -2 goal difference. And Poland will be heading home. It looks also like Ukraine are going through from Group C as it stands. Right. Take a quick break. When we come back, the action from Sweden v Poland, that goal from Emil Forsberg, and take a look at that first half between Spain and Slovakia.
Have less buffering, more fun. Enjoy Ooredoo's super-fast 5G network. Ooredoo. Enjoy the internet.
Copa America 2021 Group Stage. Brazil, Colombia. Tomorrow, live and exclusive on beIN Sports Max 6.
didn't we? Before the game, how they go about it, top in the group, probably 4 points would get them through. It was just the manner in which they wanted to play the game, well organised, they're set, team picks itself really, only one change. Forsberg's a bit of quality, Isaac is a bit of quality. Oh,
that was like goalmouth scramble, what a chance.
If anybody you want a chance to fall to from a yard out, it's that man. How he misses that. I wasn't the most prolific striker in my career, but I think I might have put that one in.
Had another chance, Zielinski also came close. You have to credit Sweden's defensive, you know.
The goalkeeper's been excellent, Nick. He was excellent against Spain, and he's playing really, really well again tonight. Their defensive stability is what they base their success on. A solid four at the back and a very good goalkeeper.
Is he definitely getting in your team of the week now after that?
You might have to wait for the review show tomorrow for that.
We were picking his keeper this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, well, plenty for our viewers to look forward to as well. This is the game we've been focusing on. Slovakia against Spain.
He's definitely not getting in my team in the tournament.
Not convinced, Nick.
I mean, what
Not
went
convinced
on?
by Spain. I know the scoreline suggests that, you know, they've played well. I don't think they have. I think it's been very much of the same as what we've seen in the last two games. I think the Slovakians have been really poor. I think they've been the masters of their own downfall. I mean, Dubravka here, I mean, what is he doing?
I mean, yeah, Paul, what is he doing? What should he have done?
The only thing that you can maybe defend him on is look at the shade
is it
on the
the
pitch.
light? Yeah, that's
look
what
at the shade. You see the dark and the light in the pitch. That's it's indefensible. There's no way that he can do that. Two hands. It's quite a simple technique. He's jumped too early. He's gone with one hand. He's slapped at the ball. You wait. You judge the ball, and you do it in training quite often. You just put two hands and put the ball back over the crossbar. You practice your spring. You practice your jumping. It's literally such an easy technique. He's a top quality goalkeeper. That is a horrendous mistake from a top quality goalkeeper.
I mean, you think the confidence that he's in after saving the penalty as well, it was such a bad mistake. But again, the Slovakians failed to clear their lines. There's a really poor attempt at a clearance on the edge of the box, puts them right back under pressure again. But from a corner, what happens then is all the big men are up from the back anyway, and they just stay there. And they just put the ball back in the box, and Laporte he's just hanging around. They haven't picked him up.
You can see how it's affected Dubravka's confidence as well. It's a poor clearance, but watch Dubravka here. He's so unconvincing. He neither here nor there. It gets caught in no man's land. Moreno, what a ball in, and a header. There's no pace on the cross. What a fantastic header to generate the pace and the power that he's able to, because that ball's just floated. The neck muscles and the strength that takes.
I said he was good in the box and always scores headers, didn't I, before the game? But I mean, I just said to you then, I'm not convinced by Spain that they're not. Busquets has played well. He has changed the dynamics a little bit. He was one touch, two touch. He goes through him in the middle of the park. He's ordering things about.
Is that a clear penalty?
Oh, Gramada's so unlucky. Yeah. It's a clear penalty, but he's so unlucky. He doesn't know that Koke's behind him. He's literally swinging to clear the ball. Yeah. He's just trying to clear it. The referee missed it. I think he gave a free kick the other way in the first place. But then we see Morata, a striker who is out of form and lacking confidence.
It's the last thing you need, isn't it?
It's a good save, but it's an easy save.
See that? You've got a striker out of confidence.
Yeah.
As a goalkeeper, are you looking at him thinking, he's going to go to the right? Can you read him a lot better knowing he's not in form?
Right, what you do as a goalkeeper, you're in for information for their safety penalty or their go-to penalty, if you like.
So he's out of form, you're going to pick that.
If the game's 0-0 and it's the last minute, they go to their safety penalty, their go-to penalty. If it's 3-3, they might try the dink down the middle, they might go a different way. But when there's a player out of form and the game's tight, they need to score, they revert to their safety penelty. And that was his safety penalty. Would have gone with that. But if that was the information you had, but it was poorly executed. I mean, it was a good save, but it was a good height, it was close to him. It's a striker that's...
Yeah, it is. We see keepers... Now, don't... Their last piece from the break.
Everything is true.
What do you think? Is it
champion, the Olympic champion. The sky is her limit. It was, and it's his time to celebrate.
Dirty silk. Stronger.
Welcome to Copenhagen.
Here we come as one, proud of where we're from. One world, baby. One world, baby. One world, baby.
UEFA Euro 2020, round of 16. Wales. Denmark. Saturday, live and exclusive on beIN Sports Max 3. UEFA Euro 2020 on beIN Sports Max channels is brought to you by...
Now let's hold this earth-rooting pose for 3 long breaths. Breathe in.
Smiles delivers food now?
We are a month away from the Olympic Games in Tokyo. It's going to be live and exclusive right here on beIN Sports from the 23rd of July to the 8th of August. We are spoiled for sport. Back to Group E. In 2020 win for contract in against St. Petersburg. Quick game, missing that chance. Scoring.
First again in Sweden. Lewandowski got 40 comes over.
Will this here?
Yeah, we said at the beginning of the show, we want you to win the game. No, obviously, the more space for the Spaniards to exploit is a big plus point. And they'll be wanting Morata. It'd be interesting to see if he keeps him on. He doesn't want to lose him. He doesn't want to take him off and compound the fact that he's not playing well and the confidence is down. It's an ideal opportunity to leave him on. There he is there, to leave him on, try and get him that goal that he's desperately craving for.
Looks like Slovakia bringing on Michal Duris there. And Lobotka, number 22. Making some changes. Has to be done at this stage. It's desperate times for Slovakia. They need a point.
It's good to see. This is where Scotland weren't proactive enough for me last night. They didn't react enough to what was going on in the game, didn't chase the game. When you're in a knockout competition and this is your last 45 minutes, you have to throw the kitchen sink, for want of a better phrase.
Yeah.
More of the same from Spain, or would you like to see them just give a run out for the likes of Adama, Traore, Thiago, who are both on the bench? Just give them some minutes.
He's trying to find something. Still trying to find it.
He'll be happy. I think he'll be happy, don't you, Jason?
Well, yeah, I mean, 2-0. Yeah.
Right, well, let's join our commentary team then. Steve Banyard and Tony Dorigo.
And that two-goal lead that they have, the own goal from Dubravka, the second from Laporte in added time at the end of the first half. If anything, that's really good news for Ukraine right now. When you look at the teams who are currently in third place across the groups, goal difference may well hinder Slovakia and help Ukraine if Spain continue in this vein.
Certainly a high boot there from Hubachan. But with the changes now, Juriš, of course, is a striker. He's come on for Duda, and Lobotka just filling in midfield. We can see a foul all day long. Let's see what Slovakia offer going forward. They have to at least test this Spanish defence in the first half. Precious little time did they spend in the opposing third.
So basically Lobotka, central midfielder, plays his club football with Napoli, Marek Hamšík's former club. And Juriš, who scored in the playoff final win over Northern Ireland, crucially. Going up top here, his first contribution there. And players on that far side screening their eyes from the bright sunshine. Mack to Skriniar to Hubachan. See sometimes that Marek Hamšík will drift a little bit left, and Robert Mack provides the extra thrust through the middle. There's a Skriniar to Shatka. And when Slovakia review those two goals they've conceded, they're going to be hugely frustrated they didn't defend better. Now Hubachan. Juriš smacks it against Laporte. Scorer of Spain's second goal, his first for his country, his new country, it has to be said as well, after switching nationality. Well, Dubravka's had a heavy match. Great ball out here for Hubachan. Mack. And toppled over in the area was Haraslin.
Well, at least Slovakia are getting bodies forward. Hubachan has pushed up high on this left-hand side, and a couple of diagonals, certainly from Shatka, have been more than decent, so come out of here fighting, Slovakia.
Yeah, of course, at half-time they've had the chance to just reflect on the group standings. Someone somewhere will have told them that you are now in danger of dropping out as being one of the 4 best teams in third. Ukraine will be hugely excited right now. Now Mac forward, Jurish chasing. Unai Simon safely there.
Well, we've already seen more from Slovakia as an attacking force in the first 4 minutes of this second half than we have in the first 45, so that certainly bodes well. But Spain, of course, are the ones in the driving seat here.
Spain needing the win to be sure of going through. Theoretically, coming into the match, Morata. Gerard Moreno. Busquets. Well, I think he was aware of Sarabia, maybe poised to make a curling run, but Sergio Busquets, very much the fulcrum, the pivot of Spain's midfield.
Certainly, Enrique has brought in experience in Busquets and Azpilicueta. You've still got youngsters like Garcia and Pedri.
Yeah, Garcia. The potential is there for all to see. Jurish. Hamsik. We haven't really had any opportunity for Marek Hamsik to show his undoubted quality.
He's been closed down extremely well, and he will drift around the pitch to try to find pockets of space where he can operate in, but there's been precious little of that out there. Spain have closed down extremely well, and of course had plenty of possession in the meantime.
Body language of the two coaches symptomatic of the state of play. One relaxed, one agitated.
Skriniar and Morata getting together, but Skriniar's left arm is all over Morata. Striker does really well, just turns away from the defender. Skriniar tries to stop him. The only way he can do is fouling him.
Juventus against Inter. Italian champions old and new. Only previous meeting between these two nations at major finals, the World Cup 1962 in Chile, with the former Czechoslovakia edging it by 1-0, but they did also meet in the playoff for the 2006 World Cup. Slovakia's greatest achievement at the time to get there. A 5-1 win for Spain in the first leg put paid to that. Attempts to 1 in Spain's favour so far. They lead 2-0. And that despite another penalty saved. Morata thwarted by Dubravka.
Lovely footwork from youngster Pedri as well. He's taken a kick or two out there, but such good technical ability and vision.
Sarabia. Koke. Sarabia. Hubachan tight. Almost glued to his man.
Sarabia wasn't overly happy with the challenge, but Hubachan thought it was strong, certainly, and firm. Sarabia's on about the arm. I don't see too much wrong with that.
Busquets with the initial touch. Laid off here for Azpilicueta. Ball's out. Slovakia's ball. Well, without wanting to jump the gun here, Spain might start to think about where they might go. Winners of the group will go to Glasgow, with Sweden currently leading Poland. Spain are currently in second place in the group. Here comes Juriš. Oh, tried to take it early and catch out Unai Simon.
Well, Simon was always backpedaling. He would have got there anyway, but Juriš makes a really good run in between the two centre-halves. Garcia drops, Laporte stands up. That's where that understanding certainly needs to improve. Lack of game time together just showing there, but Juriš couldn't take advantage.
Just wonder if that might have been offside. Unless it had gone in, you would never know. I was saying about the possibility of Spain finishing second. Croatia in Copenhagen on Monday, if that's the case. Slovakia in real jeopardy. Goal difference working against them as it stands. Busquets. Pedri. Clipping it out here for Jordi Alba. Sarabia! 3 goals for the 3-time champions. And finally, that cork has popped. Champagne football from Spain at last.
Well, there's no doubt they're finding their shooting boots. Sarabia this time finishes extremely well. Also simple, but a lovely ball initially out to that left-hand side from the youngster Pedri. He just knows that Jordi Alba will be there overlapping. Sarabia rightly taking the plaudits. And when Alba does get out of his feet, it's just a pulled back ball. Morata makes a good run to that near post, takes away a defender or two, and Sarabia connects perfectly with it, gets in front of Hubachan off the post. And this time, certainly, Dubravka, no chance with that.
Spanish celebrations coupled with huge concern now for Slovakia. Coming good when it matters. Sarabia, who's had his fair share of injuries this past season. Out comes Dubravka. It's just his second ever goal for his country, the last back in November 2019 against Malta.
And now Slovakia have a real problem, don't they? 3-0 down. Of course, they need to score. That means they need to take 1 or 2 chances, push more men forward. That will suddenly allow Spain to play in the spaces higher up the pitch. And could they get punished again?
Well, worth reminding you of a couple of groups where the third-place team has finished with 3 points. Ukraine goal difference -1. Finland goal difference -2. Slovakia now goal difference -3. Finland too might just stand a chance, you know. Might need France to wallop Portugal later. That's another matter. And the news gets better for Spain in that Sweden have got a second. Forsberg's got a second. 2-0 they lead against Poland. In by Koke. Busquets. What a clever little control touch that was. He tried to flip it back for Pedri. Just doesn't stick for Slovakia.
And here is that goal. In St. Petersburg, Sweden make it 2-0 against Poland, and it's this man again, Emil Forsberg, with his third for Sweden in the competition. Sweden, as it stands, top in the group. Poland are heading home.
Jordi Alba, he's on the deck. Gets trodden on. It's actually his left knee, I think. On his right shin, there it is. That will be painful. He's going to show everyone what it is.
He's looking for the stud marks. Well, dancing in Seville is something it's well known for. I don't think that was a flamenco, mind you.
Well, they're happy now, aren't they? And this is why. It really is an excellently worked goal. Simple. All the Slovakian defenders are dropping off, allowing Sarabia just that half a yard of space. Gets in front of Hubachan. Luis Enrique now will be breathing a lot easier.
Another change in St. Petersburg. Poland have pulled a goal back. Robert Lewandowski, who scored against Spain here. Sweden 2, Poland 1. And there's confirmation of the yellow for Jordi Alba.
Well, it's not over just yet. Poland back in it. And who else but their star man and Poland's all-time leading scorer, Robert Lewandowski. That's what we've been waiting for from him.
Poland would have to win that match, but they've started a possible comeback. Half an hour to play in Seville. Spain coming good in the third of their group matches. And Slovakia looking to reply. Haraslin never really fully under control.
And it's a long way out as well. Certainly to try and beat Unai Simon from that sort of distance. Always be difficult.
Stefan Tarkovic coming into this with such high hopes. Slovakia reaching the round of 16, losing to Germany last time and hoping to repeat the feat of reaching the knockouts. It's not heading that way right now. I think it'll be jumping in Kiev right now. Rather more tentative in Helsinki, perhaps.
I think Busquets has been good, hasn't he? Just that link, plays everything so simple, makes the game look easy, but so vital just to be in there holding that midfield together.
Well, you just wonder if Spain might face Croatia in Copenhagen. That place was absolutely throbbing the other night when Denmark beat Russia. for Spain. Oh, we've seen of the is my Luis Enrique using his squad depth. Remember, he initially only named a squad of 24, allowed up to 26. No Real Madrid players in the squad. No Sergio Ramos after all his injury problems. Koke wins the throw. Morata making way. Well, warm applause from the crowd. Really great ovation from the crowd, in truth, for Alvaro Morata, and that must do him the world of good.
That's really good
penalty
to see.
Saved.
Yeah, it's really good to see, isn't it? So much support for him. They certainly appreciate all the work that he puts in.
That's terrific from the Spanish fans there. When you've got a player who's struggling to do what he's supposed to do, in terms of scoring goals at least, well, when his efforts are being recognised for all the other things he's been done in such a positive way, look at that. Great sign of togetherness from Spain, both in the stands and down in the dugout. Sarabia. Lovely give and go, getting it back from Pedri. Sarabia, oh, wonderful goal from Spain. He's only just on. Ferran Torres, first touch, fourth goal for Spain, romping away now to the round of 16.
Well, as first touches go, that's pretty good. Ferran Torres, of course, has been left out. He's let his football do the talking. Come on. And what a wonderful goal. But again, the ball from Pedri, the youngster, who just from this corner kick, timing of that pass to Sarabia is inch perfect. Sarabia puts it through the defender's legs into a dangerous area, and a fancy flick. The right boot of Ferran Torres tucks it away with aplomb. Great finish.
Well, a few games without a goal for his country, but it was here where he scored his hat-trick for Spain back in November in the UEFA Nations League against Germany. The inquest has begun for Slovakia. Their plight really looking perilous. It is slipping away for Slovakia. And we have a cooling break.
Quite simply, the passing and movement of Spain has been too much, hasn't it, for Slovakia? They've offered precious little going forward, but with the mistakes they have made, Spain have helped themselves, but also produced a couple of very good team goals.
Suslo and Weiss coming on here. A last-ditch attempt by Slovakia. This would be a record defeat for them in the European Championship, but also match Spain's best ever. Mack and Haraslin are off, and Weiss and Suslo are on. Past the midway point of the second half, and Spain has not become a question of if, it's become a question of how many. Suslo, the 19-year-old. Debut for him only back in November. Weiss, one of the seasoned campaigners.
Kucka once again just being aggressive, but clever play from Pedri. It's his body in the way. The frame isn't a big one, but it's enough to keep off Kucka.
Well, Pedri, he has blossomed in Seville today. The through ball to Moreno that led to the second Spanish goal just on the cusp of half-time. And then that weighted return to Sarabia, as you rightly say, Tony, just perfection. So now rotation. Pau Torres and Thiago coming on. Sergio Busquets, job done. Happy return as captain. So pleased to have him back. And Eric Garcia also makes way. In towards the danger zone again. Thiago hooks it on. They might still get another here. Pau Torres off the defender. Kucka on the line. 5 for Spain.
Well, Luis Enrique, every time he makes a substitution, it turns to gold. Pau Torres this time gets in. It does come off, of course, a Slovakia player before it goes in, but once again Slovakia all over the place defensively. And when it does get high up in the air, just going to check, of course, with VAR, but Pau Torres here no doubt is onside. Comes off the keeper Dubravka onto Kucka, and Slovakia just having no luck whatsoever. Just might have conceded another own goal.
It's gone down officially as it stands as an own goal against Kucka. 2 own goals in this match. Slovakia crumbling. Spain rampant. Well, those substitutions. Luis Enrique is the man with the Midas touch. And suddenly that 6-0 against Germany. They scored in this stadium. And there's something they may well think they can emulate. Koke. Thiago slides it wide. Sarabia. Azpilicueta. Pau Torres. Just feel that Spanish joy. Pau Torres. It has all suddenly clicked into place. And Slovakia's frustration all too evident. Kucka hammers it away.
Well, Slovakia now are a well-beaten side, simple as that. If you look at the first game that Spain played against Sweden, they had 4 or 5 excellent chances. Those were put away. They could have won this group at a canter, but certainly last time against Poland, not as good, but here they showed their true colours, haven't they?
Oyarzabal coming on shortly. A moment of anxiety there for Shatka. First 5-0 for 17 years. Sweden against Bulgaria. Even until yesterday, this was a country that was anxious. The lack of finishing power. Great support play here for Spain. 3 in the box. Ferran Torres. Koke. Gerard Moreno makes a 4th. You know, there was a journalist at the press conference yesterday who was almost suggesting to Luis Enrique that his job was under pressure. I suppose it is, because any coach's job is under pressure. But look at the response his team have produced. Oyarzabal, Adama Traore coming on here for Spain. Well, a polite round of applause, maybe not quite the enthusiasm they gave Morata. And good to see Adama Traore get his chance here at the European Championship.
Yes, I was a little surprised that he hasn't actually had a few more minutes, certainly in the first 2 games where things weren't going right. He offers something very different, so at least on he comes to get a bit of a taste of Euro 2020.
So Azpilicueta making way. Oyarzabal. How worried must you be if you're one of Slovakia's defenders right now? They've just injected another gallon or 2 of pace. Sarabia.
Well, it's certainly not what you want to see, but of course that's what the strength of the bench is all about. Spain certainly have mixed their team up today. It's worked, but from the bench as well, quality players.
All of Slovakia's sweat and endeavour rather evaporating in the Seville sunshine. Well, 5 changes made by Spain, and they've snatched it back again. It's a little bit too ambitious to find Sarabia. Oyarzabal now playing up through the middle. Ferran Torres wider on the left. Interesting, Adama Traore, his role is almost like a right back at the moment.
Yes, right back, but what you do know, he will get forward all the time. With Spain have plenty of possession, be more like a right midfield. Vice has come on, but I can't see Slovakia putting too many attacks in.
Can't think I've ever seen Adama Traore play as a right back before.
I think he's played there and wing back.
Wing back, yeah.
So he'll be hoping that he hasn't got too much defensive work to do, but at 5-0. I'm looking at these Slovakians. I think they can't wait for the whistle to go.
They could be on the wrong side of history if they concede another. Hubachan inside. Thiago picking the pocket of his opposite number, Suslo. 10 from 10. Jordi Alba with the captain's armband now. Into the last 10 minutes in Seville. So as it stands, Spain are heading for Copenhagen and Croatia in the round of 16. Former World Cup winners against the World Cup runners-up. That's Monday. But that depends on Sweden seeing out their victory over Poland. Adama Traore, powerful running, as always. And an air of danger about the clip back too. Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba tries to pick his man. Oyarzabal a whisker away.
Oyarzabal just wasn't quite on the move. He just followed it in. He just tapped home, but Pedri again. It's a brilliant ball out to Jordi Alba, who somehow finds that gap in between the keeper and the Slovakian defenders. Oyarzabal, well, he could have helped himself to one as well.
Pedri, 18 years of age.
His
international debut was only in March, but he's come of age today.
Well, if you looked at the first couple of games as well, I thought he had periods there where he was very good, but also quiet periods. He doesn't control the game completely, but you're right, he is only 18 years of age. But what I've seen today, his passing is just absolutely superb. It's okay being able to see the pass, but then to play it with the weight of pass that he has got is something rather special.
Lobotka in trouble. Spain have stolen it. Then a tug back. The referee has given the goal kick here.
He was looking for the penalty, no doubt, just waiting for a bit of contact.
I was making comparisons earlier, Tony, about Pedri and Cesc Fabregas the other day. He's just got that instant appeal in midfield.
And both players haven't got that lightning speed, but certainly in their mind they have a yard or two more than anyone else, and of course they can both pick a pass.
Well, it's the air of authority. He, like Fabregas, dictates the play. He picks the pass, he visualizes, he does things others can't do. This is more the area of the pitch we're used to seeing Adama Traore. He's trying to embarrass Hubachan, who's having none of it. Big news. Sweden 2, Poland 2, Lewandowski with a second. It means Spain are going top of the group. And it may be a relief not to be facing Croatia as it stands. Now Adama Traore. Spain looking to add the ice cream on top of the cherry, on top of the cake. Hamšík. Kucka.
Well, let's have a look at that goal in St. Petersburg. This is what happens when you have one of the world's best strikers in your team. What a comeback for Poland. Can they get the winner and progress through to the knockout stages?
You can feel that ripple of excitement as the fans get news of that equaliser for Poland. Here's Sarabia for Spain. Adama Traore. Behind Oyarzabal.
And Ferran Torres, once again, coming in from that left-hand side. It's an earlier cross from Traore that he got underneath, and there again.
Lobotka. There's a danger of overplaying in these areas. Pedri trying to force the error, and all of Spain's quality is built on the hard work, the graft that goes into it. It's not one that Sarabia is going to remember, but his earlier one that came off the bar that led to the own goal from Dubravka certainly will.
I think tonight that has been noticeable. The pace and tempo that Spain have played at, certainly with the ball, has been better, but without the ball they've been really ferocious and winning it back.
Well, if Poland go on to beat Sweden, it's possible Slovakia might not even finish in third. But that has become something of an irrelevance because of the goal difference now. The passing measured, precise, controlled. Sarabia, Adama Traore. Thiago, look at the run being made here. Pedri wants a goal for himself, and why not?
Good run certainly from midfield, couldn't quite pluck it out the air from Thiago's delightful pass.
Slovakia heading home. Laszlo Benes is ready to come on for Slovakia. Rather academic in the greater scheme of things.
I'm just trying to think of a worse team to play against when you're 5-0 down, and I can't, because Spain will just keep the ball for fun.
Well, this guy is trying a few tricks. Adama Traore, he's slipped through the net. Skriniar very wisely avoiding making too heavy a challenge. Weiss a little more uncompromising. Oh, that's sweet. Koke. 2 minutes plus. Who needs fullbacks?
Well, he's certainly not playing like a fullback, because that's all he's up there on the right wing, as we thought.
Flicked out by Ferran Torres. Jordi Alba. Shatka on the volley with the clearance. Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal wide.
Certainly excellent movement, wasn't it? Get it onto his left foot. But once he does drift in between two Slovakian players, he'd be better off trying to go across the keeper. Never gets his foot wrapped around it. Here we see once again the ball from Pedri, and the flick from Ferran Torres is just superb. The ball's coming across at pace as well. He's got to get that exactly right, and he did.
To be so in tune, your first touch coming off the bench. Well, Hamšík makes way here. I wonder whether we'll see him again at a European Championship. 33 now. Maybe. Adama Traore, they're ahead of Vice. And it's the Vice squad who found it all rather arresting. 4 added minutes. Five now.
Let's not forget as well, Dubravka saved the penalty. Could have been worse, but you have to say Slovakia have given a couple of goals to Spain. And Spain finally come out of their shell. They've been good attacking and defending, and they've got their rewards. Really have been first class.
A thundering performance from Spain in Seville. The kickstart to their tournament. Pedri. For once, not inch perfect. But he has been outstanding today.
He's talking to the referee there because he got a push as he was about to play it. That's why it wasn't inch perfect.
Well, the result in St. Petersburg will determine if Spain do top Group E tonight. But after all the worry, after all the concern, the relief is tangible. Sweden have got a third goalie.
It looks over for Poland. Sweden have got a third. Kleisen making it 3-2, meaning Poland are heading home.
Second. Spain currently now will face Croatia.